How's it going, team? This is the Brown Man, and today we're gonna go over Evil Dead 2 Ash. It is debatable. I think some people say he's the best hunter in the game. I think he's alright. He definitely has a lot to offer for the team, and we're gonna go over his 4 unique perks right now. We have Exorcist. You know, back in the movie, the Kandarian demon was dispelled from Ash. And you get to do it to basic units and survivors. The cooldown is 90 seconds. If it's not a basic unit or a survivor, the demon will lose 20% of their energy. Treasure Hunter. You see supply crates through walls at a close range. I'm the guy with the double barrel. You start with the double barrel and Weapon Master double barrel. You have faster reload, do more damage to health, balance bar, and dismemberment using the double barrel. So typically with this guy, he's pretty much, we'll say, he's pretty much clear what he's all about. He's a very simple character. You go in with the double barrel, you shoot things, you depossess things. That's it. It's very simple. Typically, the double barrel does not have the best range. So if you go into something like long shot, you increase the range by 50%. That allows you to stand back a little bit. You don't have to be directly in front of things to get some damage off. And it's important to, especially if you're going for some headshots or some facial things, that you increase the range, because sometimes it's a little iffy if they're on the tip, the sweet tip point of your gun. And if you shoot people at the very tip, oftentimes it won't actually count as a headshot, even if you do a headshot. Hollow points for more damage. And Surgical Strike. So with shotgun class weapons, or shotgun type weapons, double barrel, shotgun, boomstick, it's actually a bunch of pellets that spread. For Surgical Strike, it reduces the spread, so it's condensed a lot more. Anti-fear. You don't want to have something like the double barrel and reload that fast and get possessed and pop off on your team. So typically I go with that. These are mandatory. Deadly up close, simply because, well, you're close. Your gun is relatively close range. And Last Chance. So Last Chance increases the damage dealt by the last bullet in the gun. You only have 2 shots, so the second one will always have the extra 20% buff. If you don't want to go this route, that's actually fine. You can actually go 4 into Wig Splitter with their Surgical Strike, so more of the pellets, more of the beads would actually hit the face. So you can go boom, 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 and each hit will have the 25% buff as opposed to the 20% buff only on the second hit. So that's one other route to go. Some other people, they will do things like they'll also do something like this, because the shotgun forces you to get a little bit up close, right? So they'll run Industrial Strength and Tougher Than Hell, just so that way they have some longevity. If they don't want to do all that, they can also go into something like this. They'll take out of there, just for the extra anti-fear. You go into Light Therapy. The fear, there's a fear reduction that you get when you go into a place that's well lit, whether it be a campfire or inside a house. Even if a house is kind of dark, your fear can actually still go down there. So by increasing the rate, it actually means that, for example, if you get scared or if you get demon dashed, there's a chance that your fear will go down. It goes down quite fast, especially in some of these areas where they have was really bright. For example, you go into a tower, you go into several other places. I'm going to be doing another video on basic tips, and there's some really cheeky places to get some light sources. Like at the Nobi cabin, you can be right on the steps there. There's light, and if you have Light Therapy, you can actually do pretty well. And that's it for Evil Dead 2 Ash. He's a very simple character. You go in with the gun, you blast. When things get possessed, you blast. Use the middle finger, and then that's it. Like there's almost no depth to this guy. He can use the chainsaw as well. So if you might possibly want, I'm not certain how meta that would be, but if you want to go into devastating with a chainsaw, dismemberment, but I doubt it. There's nothing really too much that you can do with this guy. He's very straightforward. Just in terms of builds, there's not really much that you can do that's really effective, but he does have some effective gameplay, but it's simple yet effective, which is good, and it makes him a very good entry-level hunter. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you learned something, like, share, subscribe, etc. I doubt you learned something, because this is Evil Dead 2 Ash. We're going into characters that a lot of people have done videos on and went into a lot of depth on, and this guy has almost no depth, so that's just one of those things. You guys be safe and have fun.